Hey, it's Dr. Scott from Chiropractic Associates in Long Grove, Illinois. And spring is upon us here in Illinois. We're looking at mid-70s, and a lot of people are getting excited, getting out in the yard and starting to straighten up, do a little spring cleanup. And I want to talk to you a little bit about some ideas about that spring cleanup before an accident should occur and might land you in our office with a really bad back injury. So give it some thought before you're doing your spring cleanup. Kind of plan the day. Make sure you're prepared. Make sure you do a little warm up. Remember, cleaning up and physical activity is a lot like athletics. You want to warm that body of yours up, get some flexibility in there, get a little exercise started before you just jump into things. And then I want you to kind of keep a few things in mind when you're doing spring cleanup. When you're out there using the rake and things, make sure to dance with your rake. I know it sounds funny, but make sure to dance with your rake. So when you're raking, you're not going to be twisting and turning and bobbing all around. You want to think about if you were to dance with your favorite dance partner, you would be very still on the top part of your body, and your lower body would be doing all the work. So you wouldn't be twisting and turning your spine around as much as your feet doing a lot of the work. So think about keeping your spine and the spinal curves really stable. We know with spinal curve stability that's going to allow us to reduce the risk of injury. Also, we want to talk about the rules of lifting. So remember, there's 3 big rules of lifting. Number 1, keep your nose between your toes. When your nose deviates from between your toes, your spine is on a twist. And imagine your discs being like balloons. And if we compress that balloon and then give it a twist, that horrible noise the balloon makes, well, that's kind of what's happening with the disc. It puts the disc in a very difficult and vulnerable position, and it might enhance the risk of disc injury. So no lifting that involves the nose not being between your toes. So make sure to get everything ready. Keep your nose between your toes. The second thing is keep the load close. So whether you're just picking up a pencil or a staple on the floor, or whether you're picking up a large bag of leaves from your yard, make sure to get nice and close to that before you pick it up. For every inch that weight extends away from the center part of your body, the force increases exponentially. So it gets really heavy, really fast for every inch it's away from your body. And then the third thing is keep your head up when lifting. So just prior to lifting, when you bend down and go to pick whatever that is up, raise your head up. That will reestablish some of the curves in your spine, and it will help to put all of the force through the large muscles of your hip and bottom rather than the muscles of your back. So in this instance, you want to think about lifting like an elevator versus lifting like a crane that uses your back muscles to do that. So dance with your rake. Okay, dance with your rake. Keep your nose between your toes. Keep the load close. Don't extend that weight in front of you. And then raise your head up prior to lifting. Lifting like an elevator versus a crane. So hopefully some of these tips will help you this spring and summer to avoid an injury with the spring cleanup. And if something should happen, remember we're available at Scott Chiropractic Associates in Long Grove to assist you with any of those injuries that should occur. Take care.